I'm Dana Roskey from the TESFA Foundation. Stage is a frightening place as well. Okay. I'm ready. This is Leeza. We were engaged to be married 2 months after this picture was taken. She died in a car accident here in Minneapolis. That was 5 years ago. Her dream was to return to Ethiopia to open a school for the poor. Friends and family formed the TESFA Foundation soon after that, and 6 months later I was in Ethiopia for the first time in my life. We started with early childhood education because there were no publicly funded kindergartens and preschools. About 98% of Ethiopian children of that age are not in school, and they don't get to school. If they're lucky, they get to school when they're age 7. They have no educational foundation. And then when all schools switch to English instruction at 7th grade, the decline in enrollment starts right about then, from a high of about 50 to 60%, depending on gender. The first school was named Tsegereda. Tsegereda means rose, and it was Leeza's nickname when she was a little kid, and her mother gave us the name. On the left there is Leeza's sister, Saba, who was one of our local committee setting up the school. All of our staff and all of our teachers are Ethiopian. And indeed, in the beginning, it was just pretty much me and our local committee kind of making things happen. I spent about $5,000 out of my pocket to start this first school, $5,000, and that opened the school and ran it for a year. Of course, I had to stay in the second bedroom there for the first couple of years, but it was well worth it. That picture was the registration day. This is a picture of some of our kids doing stuff that they don't normally do in many of the schools there. We're really trying to change curriculum and getting a lot of help from Western volunteers. And art, of course, is a huge part of what we're trying to do over there. Some friends in England decided to form a UK office of TESFA. Many of these board members here have been to Ethiopia already. Mark on the left there is a kindergarten teacher himself and has done a lot toward improving our curriculum and our teacher training down there. Our schools all have sister schools in the US and the UK. Here you see a group of second graders in Salisbury, England, who have pen pals in Ethiopia, and they did a garage sale to raise a little bit of cash for their friends down there for the school to keep it open. The first school was a success, so we managed to raise a little bit of other money to open other schools around Ethiopia, other kindergartens, reach more children. This is the Hope Academy, it's called, in a little town called Debre Zeit, outside of Addis Ababa. TESFA, by the way, means hope in the Amharic language. And here is the Tzerazion school in Mojo, which is a town even further outside of Addis Ababa. We partner with a church, an Orthodox church at this school, and we hope to serve about 300 kids. This is the small summer group. The need is pretty much endless. Go further out, this is our latest school in a village called Gobami in northern Ethiopia. This is our kind of high-tech new schoolhouse for the kids out there. And we're hoping to, well, it's actually a beginning on the school. We're going to add to that. The children in Gobami are sons and daughters of farmers. They grew up herding sheep and cattle. And therefore the school itself has to be very flexible and non-formal in serving children on a farmer's schedule during the year. We hope to serve over 400 kids in that school. The next picture I have no reason to show except that girl in the middle is Itsub, and I'm sponsoring her, and I'm really proud of her. She's going on to 3rd grade right now. And we do fund our first school entirely through child sponsorships at this point. What happens to the kids when they move on? It's really tough. It's one of the hardest things about working in Ethiopia, of course, is making these hard choices, especially on a budget like ours. Our first priority is to help the little kids who have no options. But maybe someday we'll be carrying our kids on till college if we get more resources. There are some kids who have gotten long-term sponsorships. These are the kids here with some of their family. I want to point out Galila right here in front with the book. She's holding the book in front of her. Galila, was one of our first kids. We got her when she was 4 years old. She'd spent 3 of those 4 years as a beggar on the street. There was no possibility that she could have gone to school unless we had run into her. And she happens to be number 1 in our class. These girls are teenage athletes, and I lost my place. But, they are, I got to meet them because of my interest in long-distance running in Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a power in long-distance running, as I think you may have seen last week. They drift into Addis Ababa, without much support. No family, no house. So what I've done is started a team for them, and we've created options for them to get housing and education. The woman on the left there is Menna. She's our program director in Ethiopia. And you'll notice the U of M t-shirts they're wearing. We collaborate with the women's track team at the U. 5 years down the road, we serve 800 children. We run a team of 25 athletes, and we help teenage girls with education. Everything we did until this date, we've done for $150,000. We believe in, thank you. We believe in a hands-on approach, as you see here. We believe in community-to-community relationships where everyone benefits. Here I'm learning some new job skills, and I'm hoping this will be my next career. So if anybody wants daisies on their wall, I will give you my resume. Moral to the story, listen to dreams, take dreams seriously. Do not forget where you started, and always stay close where you can look into their eyes. Thank you.